When Khomeini rose to power in Iran, he claimed the Arabs must get used to Persian rule, indicating Iran's expansionist plans in the Arab region. What is the story of the country that wants to dominate the world? Khomeini came to power after the Iranian Revolution, in which all political figures protested against the rule of King Mohammad Rida Pahlavi. The revolution's demands at the time included ending the privileges of the ruling family, the dismantling of the Savak intelligence service, and the guarantee of political freedoms. The Iranian Revolution succeeded in overthrowing the monarchy. However, Khomeini seized power and established a system of government that did not realize the hopes of the Iranians. This system was based on 4 rules. Politically, Khomeini abolished the monarchy and replaced it with a system based on a belief known as Wilayat al-Faqih, a system that returns the rule of the country to the absent Imam Muhammad bin Hassan al-Askari since the 3rd Hijri century. The Imam al-Faqih acts on the behalf of Imam Muhammad bin Hassan al-Askari and enjoys absolute power until his return. Militarily, Khomeini reduced the role of the army and formed a force loyal to the new regime known as the Revolutionary Guard that protects the regime, suppresses opponents, and extends control over neighboring countries. Economically, the constitution stipulates that the Iranian people's needs are met to a minimum. On the other hand, the leader has amassed a fortune estimated at $200 billion. Regarding external politics, Khomeini relied on the rhetoric of oppression and populated the slogan, "Death to USA," despite his contacts with 2 former U.S. presidents, including with John F. Kennedy, when Khomeini affirmed his lack of opposition to the United States and described its presence in the region as essential. With Jimmy Carter, when Khomeini assured him that Iran would not harm the United States' interests and would not export its revolution. However, Iran exported its revolution by supporting dozens of militias in Syria, Iraq, Yemen, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Kuwait, using its force of arms under the supervision of the Revolutionary Guard. Iran defines its foreign policy through 5 theories. The theory of Islamic nationalism. Iran believes in the awaited Mahdi. By the time of the Mahdi's occultation, the country must employ the world's wealth in order to achieve its national goals in preparation for the Mahdi's return. The theory of export revolution. Iran aims to establish a world government led by Khomeini. The theory of al-Wali al-Faqih. All Muslims have a duty to obey the Wali al-Faqih, who receives his orders from the awaited Mahdi. The theory of al-Qur. Iran considers itself the center of the Islamic world, the guardian jurist as its sole leader, and Qum as the temporary alternative to Mecca. The theory of the Islamic Middle East. Iran assumes the domination of the Middle East and the imposition of a Shiite Islamic government. Presently, after 42 years, Iran has taken control of several Arab capitals in order to achieve its expansionist policies. It transformed Iraq from the most powerful Arab country to a country riddled in crisis. In Syria, Iran destroyed cities, made 90% of Syrians live below the poverty line, and displaced 13 million Syrians. It divided Yemen, a country that now has 2/3 of its population living in abject poverty. Iran also put Lebanon in its worst economic crisis in the country's history, with 74% of its population living below the poverty line and an unemployment rate that has reached more than 35%. Will Arabs accept their country's submission to the Iranian project in the Arab region?